are you wondering how you can come into UK and fund your education while studying in the UK? Have you been concerned if 20 hours, working for 20 hours per week, if you should be able to pay your tuition fee, while working and studying in the UK? Are you also considering how you can transfer your program from Nigeria? Do you understand that? How you can transfer your study from Nigeria to a
Africa.
UK university? Yes, from Africa to a UK university, or how you can also transfer your program from a UK university in a different city to another UK university in a different city. This is why we are here today, to let you know on how you can navigate around this successfully. Right, you are most welcome to my channel. My name is Space, and today I have a special guest with me today, Chinemerem by name. She will be joining us today to talk about this. And it is necessary while talking about issues like this, you invite someone who has gone through that steps, who has experience in that line, because they said experience teaches better. So this is why I invite this special person today to share her experiences with us. All right, so then we welcome
Okay,
you.
hello guys. I am Chinemerem, and I am a mom and a YouTuber here in the UK. And yeah, my YouTube channel name is Your Taste Lifestyle. I talk about school, moving to the UK via school, work, and any other available means. And I'm happy and excited to be here today to share my experience of how I transferred from Nigeria to the UK and how I was able to make up some money to fund my tuition fee.
Thank you very much, Chinemerem. You have heard it from a start. If you are currently studying in the UK, you know what it is when you are locked off, when you don't have access. I mean, when you are in the university, you'll be locked off from accessing the library, from accessing the e-learning, from submitting your assignments online. So it's a whole lot of stress for a student to be in that position. But today, Chinemerem is here to share with us how she was able to raise money to sponsor her education. Can you let us know, were you actually working more than 20 hours a week as a student then?
Okay. So when I got in, I was on a dependent visa. So I was working before the school started. But when I eventually started school, I cut down to 20 hours a week. And remember, at this time, I was studying, and my husband was studying as well. So we were both studying in the UK, self-sponsored, more like. So I was paying those thousands of pounds, and my husband was paying thousands of pounds, and we had that 20 hours restriction and all. So
oh my God, that's a whole lot. Can I also ask, did you have a fixed amount you were paying to your school every month? Because some people, like some universities around, like I have spoken to a lot of students, even when I studied, you can agree to be paying to your university's accounts about 500, 1,000 pounds in a month. You pay by installment. Sorry, were you on such an agreement with your school then?
Yeah, no, for me, I wasn't, but my husband was, because we were studying at the same time. I wasn't, because I paid off mine before school started. So I paid everything before I actually started. And I was giving 10% off the tuition fee. So I was giving about 1,000 plus off the tuition fee. Wow. But we were working together, like we were working more like in a joint account or something like that. So we're earning and putting in one account. So one person had to go on monthly installments, and we decided, okay, since his program was 3 years, let's do his own monthly installments. And then mine, I only had 1 year to complete my studies, so we did mine one off, so that we just know that we are done with this, and then we can focus on his when I'm done.
Sorry, was your husband almost finishing his program before you started yours?
No, he was doing his PhD. He was in his second year. He was just finished his first year to second year then when I started.
Because it's a lot of money. I mean, we are talking about a huge sum of money here, paying 13,000. PhD should be more than that.
Yeah, it was about 16,000 then.
And you're on about 12,000 pounds.
12,500, because I went to a cheap university.
What's the name of your university, sorry?
University of Bedfordshire.
Okay, what kind of job were you doing there?
I started
Okay.
with care work. I was doing care jobs. I was doing from morning till night because we were both single then. We were just the both of us.
Okay, you
So
don't have children then, not that you were
yeah,
single.
yeah. No, we're not single. Sorry, we didn't have
Yeah.
kids then. That's what I mean. It was
Yeah.
just the both of us.
Yeah.
So I was able to work from morning till night. Sometimes I had to do 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. shift.
Oh my gosh.
But then after the pregnancy came on and I couldn't do much outside, I was like, I had to think outside the box. In the UK, you must always think outside the box at some point. So I thought about it. I was like, okay, what should I do? Eventually, when I got to school, I started doing catering. I started cooking, you know,
Cooking for who? Sorry.
anybody, anybody, just to get money. I'll cook, and if I'll just advertise I'm cooking, and that's how your Taste Kitchen came about. My
Oh,
former name was
really?
your Taste Kitchen, yes. So I would cook for people for events. I would not do my normal 20 hours. Another thing I did was Facebook market buying and selling.
Okay.
I would go on Facebook, not me, not just me, both of us. We would go on Facebook. We would get items that are really selling well and they are cheap. Say PS4, computers, laptops, TVs. We could buy them £10 and we would sell them for like £50, £60
Oh, seriously.
as a proper Igbo girl.
I know.
So
You really worked hard, to be honest. Now, there's another thing that got me perplexed here. As a someone who started studying in the UK as a dependent, isn't it?
mhm.
Were you restricted to that 20 hours a week?
I wasn't actually, the government or the rule wouldn't restrict you. But yes, I had to restrict myself because my lecturer then told me that because I'm transferring from Nigeria, the education system is different. I won't be allowed to work as much, you know, all those things, which is understandable because I had to struggle when I started. Yeah, so
Yes,
it was like,
it's a whole lot getting used to the academic system in the
yeah,
UK because you have to
yeah,
do so many things you were not supposed,
so
as in
many
you were not
things,
expecting to do yourself.
so many
Even
things.
myself, I had to enroll myself into the school. You know, the first day I arrived at school, they just gave me a sheet of paper, sent me to one big desktop to go and enroll myself when I haven't used a desktop before. You know, so it's a whole lot. Yeah. All right. So you made mention of transferring from Nigeria to UK. You were already in university in Nigeria, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
What level? What level? I mean, what year?
100 levels.
Oh, you're almost finishing.
Yeah, I was going to my 500 level before I came to visit.
Are you
Before I came to
serious?
my husband, yeah.
So what? How come? How were you able to transfer your program from the university in Nigeria to the university in UK? How is that possible? Because it's strange.
Yeah. Even me, when I was told I could do that, I was like, no, I can't do that because, Africa, Nigeria, and the UK, how do you do that? But yes, what I did was I applied to universities, to so many universities. I'd always advise people if you're applying to any university in the UK right now, especially even now, don't apply to one university or two. From 5 and above, I applied to over 5 universities and I was specific about my application. So if you go on their site, they would ask you, what year are you looking to enter? Do you want year one, year two, or year three? So yes, you would be specific. Even your personal statement, tell them what you are going for. I told them I wanted year three, which was final year. In the UK, that course is 3 years, but in Nigeria, it's 5 years. So
What
yes,
course? Sorry, what course were you studying in Nigeria?
I was doing food science and technology in Nigeria, and then I switched to clinical nutrition here in the UK.
Okay. What university
Yeah,
in Nigeria? Sorry.
Michael Okpara University, Umudike, Abia State.
Oh, DK, Abia State. You know, that's not a big university in Nigeria, I suppose. It's not one of the big, like the universities with the big names, you know.
Mhm.
So if someone could transfer her program from such a university in Nigeria, that means other universities like the federal universities and the state universities, they are doable. It is possible for you to also transfer your program.
Actually, it's not about the university. it's about
Yes. No,
it's
I was
about
wondering is about I was listening to you to say what is it called? To mention like Madonna University, Buja University. To be honest.
no. First of all, what they considered was my grades. I was on my 2-2 ladder. Then every year the ladder you are, whether you are in 2-1, 2-2, final third class. Oh, sorry, 2-1, 2-1.
Two
That's
one. Okay, your credit score, yeah.
Yeah, 2-1, yeah. So I was in 2-1 then, and they didn't even consider my university when they actually took me in. What they considered was before I entered school in Nigeria, after secondary school in Nigeria now, when Jam would deal with you for years, after Jam dealing with me for years, I went to look for a job. So I started a job as a medical lab attendant. So I did this job for 1 year. I did other jobs like going to market and all. So in my personal statement, I detailed all of this. So they considered my work experience.
You
That's
see,
why.
work experience is very relevant. That's why at the end of your program, instead of staying idle or during holiday in Nigeria, in Africa, look for something that engage yourself, no matter, even
Anything.
if you're not getting paid. Though it
Yeah.
is hard because Nigerians, or yeah, they don't normally do voluntary work. So no
Yeah.
matter the kill not you're getting paid, ensure that you get yourself engaged, because work experience is something that is more considered in this country. Now,
Exactly.
before I started working in the UK, the first thing I did was voluntary work. I had to work in a charity shop, William Shelter charity shop, for like 2 months. Yeah, before I started working. All these things are in my CV. Learn to engage yourself during holiday or when school is over. It
Yeah,
helps a lot.
I agree. I agree honestly. Even if during holiday you can just do 2 months something, maybe if during long vac you can just do 2 months or 1 month experience anywhere at all. You can write these things during your application and tell them, see, I've been doing this thing, I've been doing that, and they would consider you honestly. All they considered was just my grade and the work experience. The university I was coming from, they didn't consider my background, maybe financially also, they didn't consider. All they considered was my work experience and my grades.
That's fantastic. So you got started from that final year, you finished?
From final year, yeah, I finished. I did only 1 year. Normally, it should have been 3 years in the UK, but no, I did only 1 year, and I applied to over 5 universities, and all of them said yes to me. None of them said no.
Are you
I had
serious?
to, yeah, I had to choose by myself which one was better, and yes,
I'm closer.
I chose the cheapest one because of money.
Now, generally, do you think that the 20 hours per a week is enough for a student to raise money for his or her tuition fee in this country?
Okay, it's a
And
tough question
yeah,
in
yeah.
the sense
Do you?
that
I want you to also consider working during summer holiday, which is long period of time. That's six weeks, you know, and some other Christmas holiday, Easter holiday. If put together, will the student be able to fund his or her tuition fee in this country?
yeah, my answer remains yes and no. Reason is if you are married and you've got kids, it may not be very easy because of children, childcare. If you say, okay, let's go and put the child in maybe a daycare or so, you may be paying as much as you are earning to the childcare or daycare. So you may be losing whatever you are getting. But if you are single, why not? You can make it. Even if you are single, you make so much money during the summer holiday, Christmas holiday, bank
Yes.
holidays. You definitely make enough money. But if you are married, especially if you are a lady, because let's say you just got married and you're a lady and stuff happen, you could get pregnant and you not be able to continue. Anything can happen. And as women as well, even though
We
this
are
country,
soft.
even this country, we're like, yeah, we're sharing the responsibilities, is a shared something, is all, but somehow this domestic chores still lies on your shoulder as a woman. It lies on your shoulders more as a woman, right? So if he would hardly, but if you are a man, even if you're a married man, it's possible, you can make up money. That's why well, sometimes people be like, it's not about gender. It is about gender somehow, because the reasons I've given already, it's about gender somehow. As
It's
a woman,
about gender. We do a lot to be. I'm making
mm,
jollof rice tonight. It's 7 p.m. It's a whole lot on us women.
yeah, yeah,
Anybody can make it. Yes, especially if you don't have children around you yet.
you don't have
You know,
children.
I know a husband and wife. The guy is the student. I mean, where I worked, they are Nigerians. The wife is a dependent. So both of them are working, you know, during the summer holiday, both of them are working full time. When it wasn't summer, the wife is doing full time in a factory, in a company, while the husband does 20 hours at my workplace. You know, that's the one that I mentioned that is paying 500 a month to to Teesside University, so they are able to put their resources together. I think the wife taking the responsibilities of the bills and all that stuff, while the guy was working to pay his tuition fee, which is very fantastic. So it is something possible. It is something doable. And also remember that during summertime, which is the 6 weeks, you can choose to be sleeping at work. You can walk around the clock, but remember your health is important.
Exactly.
Even if you choose to work 5 days a week, it is fantastic. You have 2 days off, or you can choose to be doing night shifts. Remember, nights they pay more. Even if you're working with Amazon, they pay higher at night. Every night, you you can tell better. You are enjoying the money.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
More.
Yeah. Do you have anything else to say to our viewers?
So if you're coming here maybe as a student, if you are single, I think my advice, or you're looking to transfer, I think the main thing is, I don't think there's room for transfers now. So if you've got the time, if you're not in the UK now, you can just get something doing from now till December. So that by next year, when you put in your application for transfer, you'll be accepted. And someone said that it's a nice thing to do, that just do 3 years in Nigeria and then come and do 1 year and get a
Yes, it is. It is, to be honest.
So you pay cheaper tuition in Nigeria and then come here, pay 1 year and then get your certificate from the UK. So right now, when I'm applying for jobs, I'm not seen as an
Nigerian
student.
degree.
I'm now being seen as a UK
home
student.
Yes.
Yeah, and some scholarships that are open to home students, I'm eligible to apply for them now, because not like I'm classed as a home student, but I have the UK certificate, which makes me more like. Yeah, so if you want to do something like this, use from now to December to brace yourself up for the challenges ahead and for your applications. And if you're coming here single and you're thinking, can I make up money for my tuition fee? Yeah, you can, but you must discipline yourself. If you're coming here married, don't mind what I said about being married and being a woman. If you're coming here married, whether as a woman, man, whatever, you've got kids, you can do this. You can do this as well, but you have to agree, work together, and discipline yourself as well, and just focus on the goal, and you will get what you're looking for. And that's just what I'm going to say. And just to tell you guys, and thank you, Chief, for this, because many people in Nigeria are not aware that you can actually transfer your program from Nigeria or Africa to the UK. So this is an opportunity for people that want to do this to actually know that it is possible. You can transfer, whether it's PhD, master's, or undergraduate, you can transfer, but based on your grades and your experience as well.
All right, guys. You have heard it from the horse's mouth. Everything is well explained by Chinemerem here, and she's also a YouTuber with the name Your Test Lifestyle. Just check her out. Subscribe to her channel. Ask your questions. She has a lot of videos on this particular topic. Thank you so much for watching. I sincerely appreciate your time. Like this video, subscribe, and keep coming back for more. Bye for now.
All right. Thank you, guys. Bye. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.